Well, hello everybody. This is a follow-up, or rather even a new video that I'm going to make. It's a follow-up to a video that I placed on my website a while back where I used a simple copper penny to remove some boot burn off of my exhaust pipe. Now I'm going to attempt a, shall we say, a cleanup of this obviously a very rusty old 70s tapered Sportster muffler. And what I'm going to be using, of course, is the penny so we don't harm the chrome. I'll be using a little bit of the Never Dull material here to soften up, if you will, or moisturize, for the lack of a better term, the deposit that I'm going to be removing. I did a little test here to make sure that this wasn't all just embedded rust, but in actual fact material that's on top of the chrome, which in fact that's what it is. So I'm going to give this a go and see how it goes. I'll start doing a little bit right here in front of you, then I'm going to cut it off and continue on. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon my time, so we're going to see how long it's going to take to clean this this pipe up. So here we go. So very straightforward and simple, clean and rub, and you can see it's coming off really quite nicely. And this gunk on here has been building up probably since the 70s on this old bike, and I'm going to put them on my XLS, which is a bit of a rat, so I don't want to put new pipes on it. I kind of like the ridden hard and put away wet look on my everyday bike, and this seems to be working quite nicely, as you can see. So she's starting to come off nicely, and by the time I'm finished and cleaned it all up, it may actually even polish up pretty decently. And yeah, there's limited scratching or marring, but you know, this is an old pipe and it's not really that big a deal if it does. But the penny, technically, copper is not as hard as chrome or chromium, and therefore it should not damage the chrome if you are careful. Now, I'm not placing a great deal of pressure on it. I'm just scraping and then cleaning off, and then so on. Here, look at that big chunk right there. As you can see, it's not coming off that easily, and in this case there's a little bit of corrosion right beneath where we just scraped it off. Now you can also, after you're finished, maybe use a copper Brillo pad, copper pot scraper, if you will, Brillo pad. You can still get them in the stores to finish all the little detail stuff, but in this case here, this looks like it's more rust coming through and some pitting than anything else. So there you have it. And turn the video off because you don't want to watch this whole thing, and I'll turn it back on when I'm done and give you an idea how long this took. Okay folks, we're back again. So this is a little leftover piece here that, so that you can see the contrast of the before and after. And while it's not what I would consider to be museum quality work in terms of a restoration, you will still see there's some very fine little bits of scratches. Those scratches are not from the copper, they're primarily from the debris that actually sticks to the copper when you're cleaning up. So if you were to take a little bit more care, you'd actually be able to get a pretty nice looking pipe out of it. But for purpose, I'm 100% happy with it, and I can even now see the serial number, or the part number rather. So here's the before, on the end of the taper, as you can see. Pretty heavy burning in debris over the years from an old Ironhead Sportster. This one probably an 83 by the look of the serial, the part number, at least an 83, perhaps up to 85. I have an 85, and I'm going to be putting it on my 85. So I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. As you can see, it's really not much different from the other side, which is the outside that would be exposed to the people that, you know, to anybody that would see the bike. So you know, for a purpose, I'm pretty happy with it, and the total time that this took was about 20 minutes. So I guess this muffler, when I'm all done through and satisfied with it, would probably be, you know, maybe 45 minutes, and it'll be looking as good as it can look, and certainly for a purpose. I'm not going to complain about it at any rate. I'm perfectly happy with it. So once again, the products I used was this little wad of Neverdol. Here we go, and just to moisturize, for the lack of a better term, helps lift the material. Also helps you know, you can do the fine, little bit of fine finishing on it. That's what one of the tools I use. And then of course a good old copper penny for our it's a Canadian copper penny, because well, I'm a Canadian, and for our American friends, I'm sure that your copper is just as good as ours. And to finish it off, a little bit of Harley Bright chrome cleaner. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and if you give it a go, I'm sure you'll be pretty happy with it too. Take care, and keep the rubber side down.